Welcome back to my animal education series. And today I'm here with Mark. Hello.
Hi.
What do we have here behind us?
So right behind us here we have one of our prides of our African lions. We actually have two prides that we alternate into the lion compound. So today this is our pride with the dominant male. His name's Bakari.
Which one is Bakari?
So Bakari, he's actually right back there by the shade structure. He's kind of sitting out there watching over everything. So he's watching over his pride like they would typically do in the wild.
Where would you find these lions?
So currently where you would find the African lions is sub-Saharan Africa, parts of Eastern Africa, and parts of Southern Africa, sparsely dispersed throughout there. Historically though, they have been found through sub-Saharan Africa, Eastern Africa, pretty much all throughout Africa except for portions of the Congo.
What kind of environment would that be like?
So the typical environment that you'd find African lions in now is grassland, savanna, woodlands. So kind of like how you see it now, not too much tall grass, not too much tall bush, sparse trees, nothing too crazy. They're not big climbers. They will and sometimes climb, however, they don't mainly rely on that.
What do these lions eat in their natural habitat?
So in the wild, lions will eat pretty much any prey that comes through those low grasslands. That includes antelope, wildebeest, zebra, any type of other large game that kind of cross their paths. They are opportunistic, where that if they do see it, they will go out and hunt as a pride, but they don't kind of go out individually and seek all at once.
So I saw on TV once that the lionesses do most of the hunting. So could you tell us about that?
Yeah, so primarily lionesses do a lot of the hunting. They actually hunt in packs, so there will be a lot of lionesses that go out together and hunt for their prey. Most of their prey is actually faster than the lion, so they use group tactics to catch that prey so that they can eat. Now, there are male lions that hunt, specifically the younger ones, that will have to learn how to get those skills so that they can later develop and thrive and have a pride of their own. So female lions don't always do the hunting. Males will also do that, but it's typically the juvenile ones that will do it. Like I said, the ones that are anywhere from 2 years below, so they can learn those traits and they can learn how to hunt and survive on their own.
They make a little bit of noise for us.
He's just agreeing. That's Bakari right there.
Yeah, I'm the ruler of this pride.
Oh yeah.
Now it's nap time.
He's just watching over everything, making sure that everything for his pride's okay.
So that's kind of the male lions, rather the top lion.
Yeah, typically the dominant male, the alpha male, looks over his pride. He's there as protection. So the males are there to protect the pride, to protect the lionesses. That's their main job. Like I said, they will go out and hunt sometimes, but for the most part, it is the female lionesses that go out and do the hunting. The males are there more for protection.
You said that they would eat the antelope and zebra, so what do you feed them here?
So here they get kind of a combined meat product that kind of gives them those natural nutrients that they would get in the wild.
And since they also eat the zebras and wildebeest, do your vehicles ever
become targeted because they look like zebras?
Yes.
No, not necessarily. A lot of times they will follow or chase the vehicles more as an enriching thing for them, but as you can see, we're not directly in with the animal, so them coming either after our vehicle or a truck isn't really a concern. But sometimes they will, when the vehicles drive by, they'll chase them, they want to run after them. It's more of their enrichment and their exercise that they'll get.
That way you also give them a really large enclosure so they can run around and
exactly, so they can exhibit
more
those
natural behaviors.
Yep, exactly, so they can exhibit those natural wild behaviors. We give them a nice compound for them to do that in, and a lot of their behavior is kind of relaxing, lounging around, and kind of watching over things. So that they get here, but they also have enough room that if they need to, run around, if there are any disputes between the males, it will happen sometimes in captivity, where a younger male will try to kind of bring up and challenge an adult male. It'll happen, but now we have enough room here so that that can happen, and it can happen safely. Sometimes in smaller enclosures, you run into an issue where no one can escape and it becomes a problem. But here, there's enough room around that they can all kind of have those natural wild behaviors.
So for the younger one, or whoever the quote-unquote loser, can back off and just kind of surrender without being trapped.
Exactly. Just like in the wild, where when one would surrender or submit, then they have room to escape and they don't feel cornered.
Like it's very good here. It's really open.
Exactly.
More natural behaviors.
Exactly.
As you said. How big can these lions get?
Females can get anywhere from 250, 275, even up to 300 pounds. Males can get upwards of 450 pounds.
So they're very big, heavy animals.
They are very big and very heavy animals.
About how many cubs do the lionesses produce every year?
So cubs, lionesses can produce anywhere from 1 to 6, even sometimes up to 8 cubs in a single litter.
So thank you, Mark, for telling us all about these African lions.
Anytime.
And if you guys enjoyed this week's episode, don't forget to leave a big thumbs up down below, subscribe to my channel, and come back next week for some more animal education.